Remember to stay hydrated, and today's video was brought to you by the House of Blades. In this video, we're going to be showing you what I'm carrying for the month of November. There's a ton of brand new EDC gear that I'm excited to show you guys, but for now, sit back, relax, and let's get it. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Everyday Minimalist. My name is Brandon, and today I'm going to be showing you guys this massive loadout for the month of November. This thing has a bunch of new products that I'm excited to show you guys, and we'll be covering all that stuff in this video. This might be a lengthy one, but don't worry, I'll be leaving a link in the description below to all of these products if they're available. Let's go ahead and dive right into it and start off with the pouch. So this is the Notorious EDC AGP or All Good pouch. These things retail for about 50 to 60 bucks if you can get your hands on one, and this is probably one of the largest pouches in my EDC collection. I'll be giving you guys a full review on this pouch, so don't worry, stay tuned for that. But let's go ahead and go over this thing. So this is the full black one. I did go ahead and rip off the stock zipper pulls and then throw on some lanyards along with a 45 phase acrylic twist bead. Now the reason why I like to take off those stock zipper pulls is because they make a lot of noise and I don't like that dingly sound. Adding on your own custom paracord along with the bead or just doing a simple knot will make this thing just aesthetically look better and then also sound better when you're carrying it. Moving on to the front side, there are a bunch of Ranger eyes. If you guys don't know what Ranger eyes are, they're also known as REEVE, but these things are tiny PVC patches that you can go ahead and throw onto your pouch or any Velcro type of surface. I'd love to cover all of these Ranger eyes, but the ones that do stand out to me personally are going to be like this Castle Grayscale one, the Data Crew Grim Reaper looking one. I've also got the stacked sneaker boxes, so you've got a Jordan box up top and then right below it is the Nike one. I've got my Starka one here and then also my Blackout V1.5 Everyday Minimalist patch. Don't worry guys, patches are coming soon. I've got a V2 iteration coming, so stay tuned for that. But before we get inside the pouch, let's give a quick word to today's sponsor. This video was brought to you by the House of Blades. The gents over there have a fantastic warehouse with a bunch of different offerings. They stock brands like BENCHMADE, ZT, Microtech, Spyderco, We Knives, Civivi, and a bunch of others. On top of that, if you want to personalize your knife and truly make it yours, they do offer a really cool laser engraving service. You can literally send over your logo or whatever text you want engraved on the blade and they will do it for you. I personally love customizing my own knives, so if you guys are into that stuff, go check out their website, and if you decide to order, use code EDM at checkout and that will get you an additional 10% off your order. Thank you so much to House of Blades for supporting Everyday Minimalist. Let's get back to the video. So let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. As you can tell, it's very thick and there's a bunch of gear in here. First off, I do have my Everyday Minimalist Hank from Renegade's Provision Co. I think these are still available. I'll be leaving a link below if they are. And I always carry a Hank with me, whether I have to wipe my lens off, any screens that I've got, my sunglasses, and it helps prevent all of this stuff from clashing against each other. If you don't carry a Hank, you probably won't know the benefits until you own one. So here's a quick glance at the interior pouch setup. There's a bunch of stuff, like I said. And on this side of the pouch, you do have a zipper. I might take off this stock zipper pull. This is that clingy noise I was talking about. It doesn't really make a ton of noise when the pouch is concealed, but yeah, I don't know. We might swap that out. Inside this little pocket here, I do go ahead and put in some batteries for my flashlight. These are 10440 350 milliamp hour AAA size batteries. There's two of those in there just in case my battery runs out. I don't like to take out the battery and then have to charge it and be out a flashlight. So that just makes it really convenient to carry. Over here on this side of the pouch, I do have my DAILYCARRYCO TIPICK. So this is a titanium toothpick and it basically just screws into place just like that. I did go ahead and add on some orange paracord that just kind of matches the interior aesthetic of this pouch. This titanium toothpick I believe goes for about $30, which is an absolute deal, especially because it is titanium. You don't just use it to pick at your teeth. If you're trying to clean stuff, it does have a very fine point. I use this thing on a daily basis and it's worth every single penny. I'll be leaving a link with a discount code. I think that will give you about 10% off when you go to purchase one of these. Let's go ahead and talk about my flashlight. So that just resides right here, and this is going to be the CWF MicroClick Arcadian. Now this is not a cheap custom flashlight whatsoever. I think they go for about 400 bucks. But the really cool thing about this torch specifically is it's insanely bright. Everything is custom programmable. You can see that, yeah, even on the, I guess like medium mode, it has a very solid beam. On top of that, the light that it puts out is very very even and spread out, which makes it really easy for you to either read things on a very low moonlight setting, or if you need that throw, you can put it on the, I guess, like hyper mode. This thing is made out of titanium. As you can tell, it does attract a lot of snail trails. I love that aesthetic just because it makes it look a little bit more rugged, and it's built to take a beating. I got my Micro Click Arcadian at Urban EDC Supply, and they drop these every so often, so make sure that you guys are signed up on their newsletter if you're trying to grab one of these. Next to the flashlight, I do have my secondary carry, and my BenchMade ANTEHM just so happens to be in that slot. The cool thing is, if you do want to throw in a larger knife inside the AGP, you can definitely fit it. This is still going to be a pretty decently sized knife. Matter of fact, my primary carry knife is a full-size knife, and it fit in here no problem. We'll get to that here in just a moment. The BenchMade ANTEHM is a pinnacle of all BenchMade knives. This thing is my most favorite BenchMade knife ever produced, and my most favorite axis lock style knife. This knife is an integral, so that just means that it was milled out from one piece of titanium. And hopefully you can find one. They were sitting on shelves for about like 3 to 4 months after they got discontinued, and once they were all gone, everyone started to go crazy over this knife. It's an awesome knife. If you guys want to see my review on the ANTEHM, I'll be leaving a link in the description below. We're already pretty deep into this. That was everything on this side. Let's go ahead and talk about the side that has a ton of stuff. So first off, let's go ahead and talk about my pen. I've showcased this specific pen in multiple videos, and this is going to be my Big Idea Design Zirconium Bolt Action Mini. This is probably one of my most favorite pouch pens out there just because of its really small form factor. It gets the job done if I need to sign a receipt, and I just love the fact that it's zirconium. I know this one is pretty expensive. They do also make titanium, brass, and copper versions. And of course, if you guys use code EverydayMinimalist, that will get you a discount at Big Idea Design. Next up, we've got a piece of pocket art sitting behind these pliers here, and this is none other than my JRW Accomplice in titanium with a bronze finish. It sits inside this Screg Stevens custom leather slip, and then yeah, here is the Accomplice. This is just a really cool SFK. If you guys don't know what SFKs are, I guess I can show you what they are, but ultimately I don't plan on using it. It's just a really nice piece of pocket art that I can really appreciate. It can be a worry stone, and I just like taking pictures of this thing and posting it on the JRW Facebook group. This is one of my most favorite pieces that I scored at Blade Show West. Thank you so much to Jamie and Rylan for hosting that amazing booth. Sweet. So sitting in front of the Accomplice is going to be this guy right here. I haven't had a ton of time with it, but it's been a pretty sweet object to carry. And this is the 4-inch KNIPEX channel lock plier set. There's been countless times where I do need a set of pliers and I don't have them with me. This thing is just really small and compact, enough so to fit inside this pouch. I've also tried to put it in the water slider as well as the GBG Mighty Pouch Plus, and this will still fit those without any issues. This KNIPEX set was about 30 bucks off of Amazon, so it was a pretty decent deal. Some of those other pliers go for like $50 to $100, and I believe the 4-inch set is perfect for EDC. It's made in Germany, and I probably will put this in my other reviews and maybe give you guys a little bit more detail about this. I just haven't given it enough pocket time. So sitting next to the pliers, I do have my pry bar of choice for this month, and that is going to be the VERO Fulcrum. This is the mini version, and these things have been everywhere throughout the entire EDC niche, and I finally got one at the Blade Show West booth. Joseph was a really cool dude to meet, and this pry bar is actually really interesting because it does have a bit set that comes along with it. So it is a 2-in-1 tool. Basically, you can throw the bits here up top and then either use a flathead or a Phillips head. On top of that, you can upgrade this thing and get some T6, T8, or even T10 bits. What I really like about the Fulcrum so far is the pocket clip. This thing actually makes it very convenient to just clip inside the pouch, and then ergonomically it actually works out pretty well on top of it. I've only had this one for about a month, so I will give it more pocket time to kind of give you guys a real impression on what this thing is all about. I believe the Fulcrum goes for about anywhere between $80 to about $105 depending on the size that you get. Again, mine is just the plain tie mini version. We're almost done here, guys, I promise. The next thing is going to be my multi-tool of choice, and this is another product that is brand new to me. This is none other than the SOG POWERPINT. You guys may have seen this in other EDC reviewers videos, but this thing has a bunch of different tools in it. What I really like about this thing straight out of the box is going to be the convenience of how easy it is to close and open this needle nose plier set. You've got files built in, you've got a bunch of different tools, flathead screwdriver, a blade, and what really sets this thing apart is how small it is, and on top of that, these tools physically lock into place. In order to disengage it, all you have to do is tap on this black plate here, and then it basically recesses back in. I may do a full review video on this thing just because it's so cheap. I think I got mine for like 40 to 50 bucks. But yeah, so far this has been a fantastic set. So the next thing in the pouch is gonna be my Big Idea Designs tie bit bar. This thing is pretty sweet because it can hold a bunch of different bits. Now the bits that come with it are all swapped out pretty much, aside from the Phillips and flathead. I did go ahead and throw in a bunch of different Torx bits, which just makes it super convenient because I can just take apart and maintain a knife wherever I am. And yeah, the bit bar is a little bit more expensive. I believe they go for like 100 to 120 bucks, but it is not bad if you're trying to make your EDC a little bit more organized. So under the bit bar is gonna be this right here. And I haven't actually shown my Zippo lighters in any of my pocket dump videos, so I guess this is the debut. But I use Zippo lighters all the time, whether it be lighting a candle or if I'm trying to finish a paracord, this thing just comes in handy all the time. Mine is a matte black version with the texture on top. Got mine at Blade Ops because they have a bunch of different Zippos, and you never know, you might need a lighter sometime, whether it's saving your own life or if you just need it for the convenience. It's a pretty sweet EDC tool, and they're only about 40 to 50 bucks. So that's everything inside the pouch. On the back side, there's this other pocket here on the AGP. I just keep a little bit of cash and some business cards in there. So that's everything in the pouch loadout. Let's talk about my actual carry, the stuff that goes into my pockets. First off, let's get the tech EDC out of the way, and this is going to be my iPhone 14 Pro. This is wearing the PITAKA aramid fiber case, so this thing stays very thin. It also does protect my cameras. You guys see it on all my shorts. I use this exact phone to film every single one of those. My background is a shipwreck banter, of course, just because this is one of my most favorite photos of all time. After that, let's talk about my wallet. So this is a custom wallet from Korea Creative. I believe Frank is his name. He went ahead and made me this custom wallet. It's got this blue/orange kind of two-tone finish. I think I've been EDCing this for about a month and a half now. This thing is very slim and minimalistic. He custom makes these things, so if you guys are interested in grabbing one of these, I believe they go for about 60 to 100 bucks. But again, I'll be leaving a link in the description below. Let's talk about my primary pocket art carry. I know a lot of you guys don't know what pocket art is, but we'll be making a dedicated video on just pocket art alone, but this is my grail piece. This is none other than the JRW Curator that I scored at Blade Show West. This one just so happens to be in another leather GSD slip with an upgraded 45 twist brown micarta bead. Holy cow, that was a mouthful. What I like about this slip is you can see the actual Curator sitting in there, and then mine is going to be the all copper Zion Curator. A lot of people are like, why would you spend money on that? It's a worrystone piece of pocket art, something that you can appreciate and share with the communities. Again, I'll be making a full dedicated video on explaining what pocket art is and what is built around it. It's all about the communities, the friends and relationships that you build, and Jamie is now one of my close friends in the EDC hobby. This is something that I'm very proud to carry, and no, it's not for sale. Last but not least, let's talk about my primary knife carry, and that is none other than the CRK Zahn, or UMNUMZAAN from Chris Reeve Knives. This thing has been in my pockets every single day since I got it, and now I know what all the hype is about. This thing is an S45VN. I got mine brand new. It's a full-size tanky knife. Don't worry guys, I'll be doing a full review on the UMNUMZAAN. It's been too long since I've wanted one of these, and I finally attained it. It's got to be one of my most favorite knives in my entire 150 knife plus collection. We'll talk about that in a future video. Aside from that guys, there's everything that I'm carrying for the month of November. As you can tell, I do have like a gray/black and red theme going on with the Ranger eyes. If you guys enjoyed this video, throw me a thumbs up. If you guys disliked it, throw me a thumbs down, and I promise to you I'll do better next time. Thank you so much for making it this far in the video. If you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, and I guess I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.